Ladies and gentlemen, Smoke Sessions is back in your ears, in your heart, and in your butt for another episode. The immigrants.
Do you see what we have to deal with? Like, I genuinely don't understand. It's almost like he dials
Even
up.
behind the camera, he interrupts.
He dials up.
Even behind the camera, he interrupts. You're such a scumbag, you know that.
Why am I the scumbag?
You are a scumbag. He kept us waiting.
Right, should we try again?
No. We're rolling, right? This is raw and effective. He kept us waiting, right? So he can order some Australian food. Right? He was on Uber Eats ordering some Australian. Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had Australian?
Nah, I've not.
I've never had Australian food either, but I've heard it's nice. So he kept us waiting there so he can enjoy his ribeye, even though he's Hindu and doesn't eat cows, right? Is that what they do? Do you eat? Viraj, do you do that?
Do I do what?
Do you eat steaks?
No.
You don't?
No.
On camera, at least.
Yeah, and I've never had a bacon sandwich. What do you lot not eat?
I've got no restrictions.
No restrictions?
What, across the board? No dietary restrictions?
Nah.
So what are you?
Technically Catholic.
Technically Catholic?
Yeah.
Do you feel it? You know what would be funny?
Tell me.
At some point, I know my mum's going to be in the background doing the washing.
It will come up. It will.
So no restrictions. You lot can just do what you want.
Well, I mean, I'm not the most religious, so maybe there are, and I'm just
I
not.
bet
Have you
there
been
is.
to church before?
Huh?
Have you been to church before?
Too many times in my life.
Really?
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm not religious.
Can I just say?
enjoy
I
it?
went to a Catholic primary, secondary, and sixth form.
Can I just say he's
I
not?
uncover so many things about you.
Can I just say-
throughout the journey of knowing you?
Can I just say he's not religious? He's wearing cross earrings.
Yeah, but that's because they look cool.
Fashion.
I love Jesus when I look good.
You know what I mean? Facts. Oh, it doesn't beat the. You know my T chain.
Yeah.
The amount of people that see it, I'm like, oh my god, are you Christian? Yes, but that's a T.
Yeah, what's that got to do with Christianity?
Because they see it, right?
And they think it's a cross.
It's a cross.
What kind of cross? These people blind?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess at
hilarious.
first glance, like if you catch it just out of the corner of your eye, you're like, oh, big chain.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a T.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a cross, not a T.
So many times. So many times.
Out of our countries, who's got the best food? India, Turkey, or St. Lucia?
I'd say India.
You think India?
Bigger place.
That's Turkey.
Food ranges across the country. Because the food towards Bangladesh and that area of India in like Kolkata is going to be very different to the Persian and that northern frontier.
I don't like
and then
that
southern
you're making
Indian
good
is
points.
completely different.
I don't like that you're making good points.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know that one
That's what
friend?
I'm-
That
yeah.
one friend that always takes it too far.
Yeah.
Like it was just supposed to be a quick, which country? And move on. And then my man started bringing geography into
Yeah,
it.
you tried coming with facts. I was going to slag off India.
Yeah, but
food
we
for the
don't have
next 20
crack
minutes.
bread like you guys have.
They don't have crack bread.
They don't have crack bread.
You don't have crack bread.
But
To me,
but
that
we-
kind of means you've already lost.
But myself and
Because-
Tyler both have rotis.
We do also have rotis. So
we have thin bread.
Yeah, but it's not cooked the
It's a
same
thin
way.
bread, isn't it?
Remember,
Roti, thin bread, bruv.
Remember, like the Caribbean people
Yeah.
are like my people.
heavily influenced.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
What,
West Indies. West
Yes.
Indies. Is that related to that? What's that about? What
No,
is-
that
what
is
is
that
that
is
about?
the
I
reason.
think there is
That is
something-
the reason. That's
it?
why there's so much
Shall
overlap.
we just do a quick fact check while we're here?
quick
'Cause-
little
Is that-
Google. I'll pull it
Is that
up.
why Indian girls love
Oh yeah,
Caribbean?
to be fair, we have a producer now. He might as well fact checks for us while we just chat some shit.
Is that why Indian girls like Caribbean boys so much?
Maybe.
Science.
There is also quite a big population of Indian people in the Caribbean.
Is it?
Mm.
Nice.
Especially in islands like Trinidad.
Right. If an Indian person marries like a St. Lucian person or like a Jamaican person, the food at that wedding.
Ooh, okay. So,
What's slap?
Ooh.
many cultures were indigenous to these islands, with evidence dating back to like the 6th
Yeah.
millennium BCE. In the late 16th century, French, English, and Dutch merchants and privateers began operations in the Caribbean Sea, attacking the Spanish and Portuguese ships. They enslaved Africans to work the fields as mills as labourers, and these enslaved Africans brought a demographic revolution, replacing joining with either the indigenous.
Why are you so
Arabs
obsessed
or
with
European.
slavery, Viraj?
It's just so peak.
What is your problem?
I don't know.
You always bring it back to slavery.
Look,
somehow.
all I can say is that I did a deep dive in history during my time in India,
Yeah.
and I found a proportion of Indians from northern India who were enslaved and taken to the Caribbean.
Oh, to be fair, that did happen.
Right,
That
so-
did happen. That's part of the reason why.
Whilst
there's such a
we
big
might be
population
completely wrong of why they're called the West Indies.
Why are you saying it with a smile on your face, Viraj?
now. He's just thinking, yeah, fuckers.
Viraj
So I'm in it too!
Viraj loves colonization more than any person I've ever seen in my life. You miss colonization.
I'll tell you why I think colonisation...
There was no no. There was no no.
I will tell you why I think colonisation is incredible. This is what it is. It's wrong on so many levels because it's destroyed
Is it?
so many parts of our world.
But
There is a butt coming.
When you think about a small island doing that to the entire planet, I kind of sit there and I go, that's quite a flex.
right, it's a flex. You just like the operations.
90, what was it? Isn't it 82 or 90% of the globe?
Is it?
He's just
That they
impressed by the way
conquered.
Britain managed to upscale and diversify.
He went to a keynote talk about colonization, and when everyone was going, "Oh my God," Viraj was in the corner going,
These next LinkedIn post. Why colonization really wasn't that bad for business?
Yeah.
There's already a YouTube video.
Of course there
It's
is.
not from me. I think from Forbes
Lessons-
or Business Insider. One of the two at least.
"Lessons learned from
Lessons learned from colonization. What
lessons
do you
learned
think
from
about it?
colonization in the VR world." What do I think about colonization?
Yeah.
Probably bad. Tyler,
Well, I mean,
it's not ideal.
It let me come from St. Lucia, so
I mean, we wouldn't be here without that, would you?
I've got a point about colonization.
that's a good point.
It is bad. Colonization is definitely bad, but colonization creates fit women.
You know what, I'm up for that.
Look at any country that's been colonized loads and loads of times by different countries, right? And the women, Morocco,
Lord have mercy.
Algeria,
God,
exactly, Cyprus.
please stop.
The whole of the Middle East has been colonized by so many different countries, and
I mean, to be fair, especially that
things that come out of it,
entire region,
unbelievable.
we're not even just talking about British colonization before people start thinking we're like Britain bashers. Like, if you actually look at history and all the different
Spanish.
empires that have been, especially in the Mediterranean, flipping hell, man.
Spanish, Portugal, the French, the Vikings, just to make these 10 out of 10s. So shout out colonization for the fitties. I do love a bit of colonization, not as much as Viraj.
Viraj likes it just from the business angle. That's
You know, in school when they would like tell us about the British Empire,
I didn't appreciate it. I genuinely didn't appreciate it.
I was in those classes thinking the British Empire was sick because they made it sound like a good thing.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
Built it up.
They did.
And then you get a bit older and you're like, they did what? They missed that bit.
Do you know who came up with concentration camps?
Oh,
The British Empire.
Is it?
They invented the concept of
doesn't come as a
concentration
surprise.
camps.
I thought you were going to say Ali.
No.
Oh, you can't concentrate.
No, he can't. Well done. Inside joke. Ali can't concentrate.
You can't concentrate.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I wanted to ask you, we went to your working set this week, right? And I have so many questions.
Oh, no.
But first of all, how did you find it?
I liked it. Tyler was there in spirit, as he always is.
Tyler's not allowed to come out on weekdays
He's not.
because he's got a bedtime.
His
I
wife
have a strict bedtime too.
Very strict bedtime.
But it's working on the trading floor ain't easy, man. Allow me.
How did you?
I
how did you
enjoyed it,
feel?
man.
Was it good vibes.
Good vibes. I like the ending. So basically, for people who are listening, who didn't come to the show but who care, I've done a work in progress show, and I think I've got a nice ending to my show now, ending on a dead dad joke. Yeah.
Do you know what was really unfortunate about your dad dying?
What was it?
I was literally just waiting for you to start making jokes about it.
Yeah.
And do you know when you started making jokes about it?
2 minutes after.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then did an entire set pretty much at his funeral.
Yeah. I went up to a few of you guys at the funeral and I whispered in your ears like, "We'll find the person who did this."
Yeah, you did that to me at least
100%.
twice.
Yeah.
Do you know what
That's
was
an old Kevin
do you know
Hart
what
bit, by the way. I can't take
was
credit for
really
that.
interesting about you during that time period. I thought this was going to go one of two ways.
Yes.
This was either Muhsin, we're going to see a completely different side to him, or Muhsin's just going to lean into the content. And he's going to lean into the comedy, and he's going to lean into all of it. Muhsin went that way.
Lean, he fucking dove in head
Dove
first.
in head first, right?
Yeah.
And
R.I.P. though.
your
Come
best
on.
day, but
R.I.P.
100%, but your best day
Was the day after my dad's funeral.
No. Was the day that we came round and we played PS4, PS5.
That was the best day of my life.
No, that wasn't the best day of your life. That was your best comedy day I've ever seen,
Okay,
period.
so what Viraj
ever.
is saying,
He was on fire.
that was the day after my dad died, by the way. So you said no, but that was literally the day after my dad died, Viraj. It's very telling about men. Like, my dad died, and you lot just rocked up with PlayStations.
What else are we supposed to do?
That's a man's
PlayStation, cookies. It was just to be around you. I think that's what you needed.
That's a man's solution to anything. Oh, your dad's dead. Do you want to play COD?
Did you want that?
Huh?
Did you want that?
I didn't.
Because I know. No, not even.
Oh God,
The way that he's trying to spin this on me. Did you want us to turn up like that, or did you think?
I appreciated it. It. It was nice. I had a good time.
Would you have been comfortable? Would you have been comfortable with?
Put it this way: when someone dies, the house turns into like a grieving, miserable place.
I remember you saying it was full of aunties at one point.
Just aunties, and it's nice. Fair enough, they're coming, but it's just depressing. So when you lot came and we just hung out and it was fun, it was nice. Because it gets a bit like claustrophobic and depressing, as you can imagine.
There's a lot of praying and a lot of crying. I can imagine.
Yeah. But I feel like the ending for my show, I'm not going to give it away because I want people to come to the show and enjoy it. But someone said to me, you turn tears of sadness into tears of happiness, which was like, good, that's what I want. I want you to feel sad and then bang, comic relief, mate, right at the end.
The bit he's not saying is me and Ali are cracking up in the background as everyone else is crying. Because we know the truth.
Yeah.
And like afterwards we're sitting there going, there was about 100 people in that room that probably were thinking, these insensitive idiots, what are they doing?
Oh, he's doing the dead dad bit. Yeah. My life's been pretty good since my dad died, to be fair.
Oh, don't.
It has.
Oh, we can't really argue with it. It's gone from levels to levels to levels.
I mean, to be fair, it has been a come up since, but it's almost like you're saying that your dad needed to die first.
Well, I have a theory.
Okay.
I do have a theory. He didn't need to die, but here's what I believe. This is a little bit like soppy, but I do believe I've got an angel looking out for me now.
You know what? Yeah, I'm
soppy.
starting to grow up as a person because I was this close to just shouting, "Gay!"
It is a bit moist, but genuinely, I'll tell you guys a cool story. I haven't said this on this podcast, right? I don't think I've said it on this podcast. No, I haven't. So the day I got signed,
you know the way he says that, the way he says it,
Are
like
you
he goes
cheating on us?
he goes on multiple podcasts. It's like,
I might have told this on another podcast. I might have told this on another podcast. The day I got signed, I was driving. Is this right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So, hang on, let me start this again. The day I got signed, I was driving to the meeting and I had the feeling that
What did you get signed to?
Hang on.
Can we break it down? Come on.
The day I got signed to. Hang on. Let me land in this because it gets mixed up in my hand. You just sit there and look pretty, right? The day I got signed to my comedy agency, I was driving to the meeting, and I kind of knew that I was probably signing something that day, right? Just the feel I was getting.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was round the corner from the office, I was thinking about my dad and how he would have loved to see this and how he'd be proud, like watching from above and all that stuff. And I look up in that moment, and I'm literally round the corner from the office, and I see a butcher shop called Bubba's Butchers, means Dad's Butchers, and my dad was a butcher.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, he sent a postcard from heaven. Isn't that what a mad coincidence that is?
That is a good coincidence.
Right opposite the agency's office, there's a butcher shop called Bubba's
Dad's Butchers.
Yeah, Dad's Butchers. And I was thinking about that moment, and I just started crying in the car. Luckily, I was
Before you walked in.
Well, I parked up, and then I got a ticket. So
Dad wasn't looking after you for the
I was going to say, that probably did not help.
You know what happened? I cried. My dad was like, I didn't like that. Give him a fine. £50 fine, please. Give him a fine. Why is he crying for? That's a good bit. I might use that. But yeah, what are the chances though?
No, the 100 to 1, million to 1.
Yeah, of all the things. And now, whenever I go for a meeting at that office and I see that butcher shop, I just go, Bubba's Butchers on Rye Lane. In Peckham. Peckham.
No, thank you.
Peckham's. I'm warm into Peckham now.
It's so gentrified, but I just, as a black man, don't feel safe there regardless.
Parking's impossible in Peckham.
I haven't been, ever.
You're not missing
I
much.
personally would say stay away.
Is Peckham considered East London or South East London?
Oh,
South
this is
London.
very much south.
It's the capital of South London, Viraj.
It's the capital of South London.
It
But
might
it's
as well
kind of like easty. It
It's,
feels easty.
Nah,
it's SE.
south.
It's SE, so it's southeast.
No.
Yeah, but everything is, there is no S. There's no S postcode.
As far as I'm aware, no.
It's either
Because
SE
even what's
or S.
Croydon's? Croydon's ain't even an S.
It's
And
CR.
CR.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Croydon's its own country.
Croydon is a country.
You know, I've on
disgusting
the way
country.
here, like on the topic of like different areas, I was really enjoying the spots that I was passing in the houses.
Yeah.
Like fully committed to making a move
Because
here.
you hate poverty and enjoy wealth. That's why.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who doesn't?
With chest as well, you know, you insensitive prick.
But who doesn't?
You know what we should have?
Not wrong, but that's not the point.
Right.
You know what we should have? Like a new little feature for this podcast. I'm going to keep some slippers here.
Oh, I'll just throw it at him.
And whenever he says anything culturally or socially insensitive, I'm just going to...
Just dash us.
Just launch at him.
How many slippers? I'm just going to have a basket of slippers here. And we'll see. And at the end, we'll do a count of how many slippers we got through.
And then we'll just put it up in the right.
Yeah, like... ding,
Slipper count. Ding, 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 ding.
Speaking of bits from the pod, where's Minimus?
Should I go get him?
Yeah.
You guys talk.
Minimus has been a staple of this fucking thing before anyone else was, realistically.
You guys continue the conversation. I'll be right back.
But nah, did we just cut this?
Is he lost weight?
I don't know if he's losing or gaining, to be honest with you.
He's kind of like in this middle sector.
He's kind of pudgy, but he's not.
But he's not. But he looks good. Rocking with it. Like in black, he looks great. But grey,
Yeah,
I'm not
but black
too
is
sure.
slimming.
Ah, it's true. This is true.
I can't say he looks good, because remember 2019 Muhsin, yeah, and how slim he was?
Wow, was incredible.
He was very
It was
skinny.
like a 6-boy Muhsin.
And then he got really fat.
Yeah.
And I feel like me abusing him every day and calling him a fat bastard helped him lose weight.
You think so?
Muhsin, would you say that me calling you a fat cunt every day, you are a fat cunt, helps you lose weight?
100%.
There you go.
100%. There's nothing more motivating than people calling you a fat piece of shit. Oh. Hello, mate. How are you?
Okay, I regret bringing him back now.
This was a bad mistake.
Fucking thing, man.
It's so creepy.
Who got you that?
You got me back there.
Did I?
Yes,
You
did.
bought it for him for Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
What, was this the Secret Santa?
Yeah, this was
No
literally the
way.
Christmas episode. It was when
You
this
don't
came
remember
out.
getting me this?
This was like 2 years ago.
No, I remember us getting it. I just can't remember which one of us got it. Ah, mad.
You got it, Viraj. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Fucking superimposed.
Can we talk about the shisha situation on this podcast really quickly before we talk about more pressing issues?
Honestly,
We've
the
done
fact
some
that we
amazing
got this close and
We're
there's no
getting
shisha
closer.
is kind of mad.
This is week 3. We're getting a little bit closer to actually having a shisha.
I mean, the last 2 weeks there wasn't even a head. Now there's a head with foil.
So
A
basically,
head with four and shisha inside of it.
Right.
so now we have shisha, we have a head, but when I was blowing into the pipe, the water was turning orange, and just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. That was grim.
Jesus turned water into wine and you turned water into orange. You might be gay.
Might be gay. I wish I was.
Fair enough, man. You should try it.
Being gay seems so much better than being straight, not gonna lie. But you have sex with your boy and then you play FIFA. Phenomenal.
Yo.
What a day. What a day.
Is that something you'd like to do?
Tyler?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Why didn't you and Mini Muhsin try together?
Oh, wait, you think they haven't?
It's incest.
I was gonna say, I don't think it counts as gay if you're fucking yourself.
Yes, but he loves himself, so...
I do. Saying all of these things in my living room surrounded by family portraits is kind of hilarious. I'm glad I'm wearing these sunglasses.
How do you find the groupies that keep coming up to you after shows?
Do
Do you enjoy it? You feel weirded out? Are you getting used to it?
I'm respectful in it.
How do you deal with it?
I'm just polite.
What do you say?
I appreciate support, Viraj. I appreciate support. It's very kind.
And then he then proceeds to DM each and every single one of them
Absolutely.
after the show.
Yeah, but it's good for the audience.
Allegations!
But it's good for the audience.
Accusations! Is it accusations or allegations?
Both of those work.
Yeah.
Do you get scared that someone's going to do something weird?
People have done weird stuff.
Have they?
Oh, he's gonna turn into a baby reindeer if he ain't careful.
Yeah. When I watched it, I just thought of him.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Yeah.
I've had some situations.
Can you share?
I mean, I've had people like message weird shit. I've had people message family members.
Have you had any dick pics yet?
No dick pics yet.
Oh,
But it's early days. Early days.
Guys, fix that.
Yeah.
I want to test something.
Viraj. If anyone was going to send me a dick pic, it'd be Viraj.
Hey, Dan.
A very small dick pic. But...
Ow. You know what?
Nonetheless.
Cut this right now. Punch him up. Punch him up. Don't just sit there and take that. Yeah. Don't have this.
You know what's mad?
Why is he still smiling?
The psychology of men is so interesting, right? Because all the wild shit we've said so far, nada.
The minute you talk about a small pee-pee,
He's just
arms.
And then he was like, ah!
For the viewers and for the listeners at home, what you can't see right now is V is foaming from the mouth.
Yeah.
V, put the chair down.
We get them out, Viraj, on the podcast. What do you reckon?
No.
Tyler, we could let Tyler put us to shame.
You could start your own
Jesus
OnlyFans,
Christ.
Yeah.
right? And you can run that as a separate revenue stream for you.
Yeah. I think this idea of like massive willies, I think that's somewhat overblown.
Do you know what though? There's only so much a big dick is useful for.
100%.
Because especially after a while, it gets a bit greedy.
Yeah.
Because you ain't using all of it.
No. At that point, anything over 8 inches, you're just poking them with it at that point.
Yeah, you're just jabbing them. You know what I mean? You're jabbing them, and you got like that much left. That's just there, existing, doing nothing.
Are you guys talking from experience?
Well, I've been looking at the research behind like sexual pleasure.
Giving or taking, sorry.
Taken. I've been looking at the research behind like sexual pleasure, right? And the list of priorities for penis size, women find it way less important than men think it is.
I feel like
There's a disparity between what men think is important and what women believe to be important.
I feel like out of the two, I think girth does a lot more than length does.
Yeah, I'd say girth is important. Also, you got to know how to use it, man.
Motion in the ocean in them.
100%. You got to find you got to know how to be like soft touch.
Do that again, and I'm gonna give you an uppercut.
You know, it's important. Like, you can have like the biggest PP on the planet, but like if you're not using it correctly, no one's gonna enjoy it. You know.
The funny thing is, he's kind of not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong. You look so perplexed, but he's not wrong.
Why do you tighten up whenever we get a little bit sexual on this podcast?
He's got a vein popping out of his forehead. He actually does.
You could see it to the left.
No. There's another one there, right, dead in the middle of your forehead.
Why do you tighten up whenever we talk about sexual stuff on
It's
this
not
podcast?
for me, right? Like I've never been one to vocalize it massively. It's not for me.
That's not what it says off the podcast.
Do you just have bad sex? Is that it?
I will decline to answer.
Yeah.
That sounds like a yes.
There's nothing worse than bad sex. I tell you what, no sex.
Her fault or your fault?
I will decline to answer.
Did you cry after?
It's always my
I
fault.
will decline to answer.
No sex better than bad sex.
Show you're working out.
Bad sex is a misery. I'd rather just not have sex than have bad sex.
True.
It's not even
True.
pleasurable. It's almost like it's awful. It's the worst. It's so awkward.
I would say that making out is sometimes better than sex.
Oh, I
True.
don't mind if you like someone. A kiss when you have feelings for someone and you're kissing.
Electrifies you.
Yeah, and then you hear this noise when you're kissing. You hear, or an,
Yeah.
oh, mate.
You, the palm, my hand.
If you're kissing someone and you hear them go,
That'll do.
they want to have your children.
An itch has been scratched at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
I remember the first time me and Viraj kissed, and he made that noise.
Lord
Yeah.
have
Definitely
mercy, man.
Jeez.
Do you know what, yeah? It's the fact here that we should have seen it coming and it
100%.
still surprised us.
Oh god.
Muhsin, I like this little segment that you do. I think this should be a staple. Like you bring something scientific to the table and we have a discussion around
Well,
it.
I mean, he's
And
got a
something-
psychology PhD. You might as well use it, right?
Exactly.
Well, this is. I didn't do a PhD on sexual pleasure. If that's what you're saying.
No, but what I'm saying is like we should
But
go
you
and bring
understand-
scientific evidence to suggest that
If you wanna do it,
you should go and do scientific research and bring back a topic, and then we should discuss it with you being like the lead conversationist.
I'm pretty sure we've thought of this idea once before. Just never bothered to do
Me
it.
getting a PhD was the scummiest thing I could do as a person.
Because you're just not using it, huh?
Well, because people assume I'm stupid. Why would they think that?
Oh no, I don't need to assume.
Yeah.
Do you know, why do you think they assume you're stupid?
They tell me.
You know what? That's a great answer.
I've had people say to me, "You give off such a dumb vibe," and then I saw you're doing a PhD.
I mean, you're saying that. I've seen you.
Andy says it to me all the time.
I've seen you try to use a Hoover though.
Yeah.
You're not the brightest bulb.
No.
But he's really smart within that box.
He's book smart.
I'm not really smart.
You just have
We
no
know
common
within the
sense.
sort of
really
box of
smart.
psychology, you are.
I just think this idea that you have to be super intelligent to do a PhD is a myth. I think you just need to be curious and well motivated to do a PhD.
Is that what got you through it?
I think so, yeah, because I'm not
Ah, it's-
particularly intelligent.
You just have to
I'm
be
not thinking-
interested in what you want to.
If I did an IQ test, I've got average intelligence for sure. Like probably about 105, 110, I reckon. Maybe 115 at a stretch. I don't think I have like. I can physically feel smarter people in the department. Like, I can feel them I can tell they're smarter than me on paper.
Do you know what's really bad?
I'm just well motivated.
I rarely get that, and I don't know if that's because I am generally smart or I'm just full of myself.
Maybe
to be honest.
I think it's probably you're full of yourself.
Probably.
Statistically speaking. Like, out of our friends, who's the smartest, do you reckon? On paper smartest.
Paper smartest, but what do you determine?
Probably
as
Sham,
paper
you
smart?
know.
Paper smartest.
Just like, if we all did an IQ test,
You.
nah, probably Sham.
I would have put him. I definitely would have put him.
IQ test, I think him.
Nah, I still wouldn't put him.
No,
You
it
don't think
wouldn't be
so?
me. No way. Sham, I reckon.
Do you reckon so?
Yeah.
I'd like to throw myself in the hat there.
Peter's definitely last. What a loser. What an idiot.
Oh my god.
He's so dumb.
Oh my god. Oh, his brain is ticking over thinking
I
about this.
Sham's striking as a very
Yeah.
intelligent person.
I think, but Sham's also got street smarts. Like he can handle himself
No.
in and around an
Yeah,
environment.
but that's more environment than
No,
anything.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Viraj thinks anyone who grew up working class has street smarts.
No, I don't.
V has known me for how many years now? What, 6-7 years?
Yeah.
I still uncovered. I still unlocked
He
these
still
things
doesn't
about him.
know me, you know?
Yeah.
He still doesn't know me.
But you know what it is? I haven't racked up enough time with you like I racked it up with him.
Slow
Because
down,
we
big fella.
did the first, what? How many episodes did we do? Like 15 episodes.
I don't know.
An hour and a half
It was
each
hard.
of just talking to him.
It was
Yeah.
very hard. It was very hard.
Speaking of
It's very difficult.
Shamarky, he just messaged me. My guy.
You know what? I was watching some old episodes back the other day, right?
Uh-huh.
And did no one tell me I look like a fucking mess?
Yeah.
all
What-
the time.
Why
the
did I
time.
look so homeless? It was post-pandemic and I just didn't care anymore.
Yep.
I would rock up wearing like car boots. You know what you wear to a car boot sale because you know it's going to get muddy.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And you used to sit like this all the time.
I still do that, to
Oh,
be fair.
God.
Yeah, that's a Turkish ring, by the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so if you disrespect
To be
it,
fair,
you're
I do.
sensitive.
I sit like that at home as well.
Yeah, we know why you
This
sit
is...
like that.
How is this comfortable?
It just is.
I
How?
have tiny testicles.
G, my knee might pop out of place sitting like this.
You should go to the doctor about that.
Oh, no, American football, innit? I've been to the doctor.
So, you know, here's what I was watching the other day, right? My niece was watching High School Musical, so I was watching it with her, and the graduation ceremony is so realistic because Troy Bolton, who's 5'7" and can't really sing that well, comes up and goes, "I've decided to do basketball and theater majors. The University of Berkeley has offered me both.
Why did Troy Bolton sound like Donald Trump?
The University of California, right, Berkeley, that's a D1 program
Yes,
for
it is.
basketball. They are not just going to let you do theatre at the same time like it's casual.
Yeah, but you don't know what the difference...
Bullshit! I'm joking. I'm just angry about it.
Bro, you know what, yeah? If you got your head in the game, maybe you'd understand.
I don't have my head in the game.
Oh, but you need to get your head in the game.
And also, they didn't also, in the show, they didn't even try to hide the fact that he was tiny. They didn't try to use any
No,
clever
it was
angles.
not like they had everyone else at 5'7" and they just did it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
He was just 5'7" with 6 foot dons playing in the
Yeah,
city.
yeah. And didn't lower the rim for him. Like, there's like a scene of him doing a layup. And it looks impossible.
Oh no, it looked impossible because you're just unathletic as
There is no 5'7" guy playing D1 basketball. There is not a single one.
Saying that, there was a guy who was like 5'7" or a bit short who
Yeah.
got to the NBA.
Yeah. But that was,
Muggy, whatever his name
yeah,
was.
but Troy Bolton ain't
Muggsy,
that.
whatever his name was.
A 5'7" white guy from Albuquerque is playing D1 basketball.
He was
Come
from
on.
Albuquerque.
That's where it's set, yeah.
Is that where it's set?
Yeah, Albuquerque, yeah, where John Jones is from.
I did not know that.
I know too much about High School Musical.
John Jones is from. Isn't that where Breaking Bad
That's where
is
John
set?
Yes,
I think it is, yeah.
It
Albuquerque.
is. Yeah.
Can I share something?
Someone should do some like fan fiction of like how Breaking Bad is related to High School Musical.
Would it not be in the same time zone
Well, maybe Walter White was a teacher at that
at
school.
that high school?
Yeah.
He was this chemistry teacher
Yeah,
this
yeah.
entire time.
Yeah.
Guys were cracking Da Vinci's Code.
I played Troy Bolton I played the character Troy Bolton in my year 6 theatre production.
You're
Okay.
moist enough where that makes sense.
Okay, I just want to say something, right?
Tell me.
And
And I had to sing.
and
There's video evidence.
Sing it.
we need to see this later.
I'll
We're
pull
gonna
it,
do this
I'll
on the
pull it.
podcast.
Can you get your mum to text it to you right
It's
now?
on a CD. It hasn't been uploaded.
Sorry.
Now, I don't want to be that guy, but you know, especially when they say that realistically you should cast roles based on what their original character was like.
Yeah.
You look more like Devinda Bolton than Troy Bolton.
100%. 100%.
But this was back when I had hair.
This is
Oh, that's what it was. So you look like Zac Efron when you had
yeah,
that.
to be fair, V with hair was a dangerous fucker. I will give them that.
I met you with your hair was going. I didn't meet you with a full head of hair.
No, full head of hair was first year V. I
Really
remember
and
that.
truly, like, you lost your hair from first year to the end of uni.
Yeah.
Had a bad run at you.
Your hair,
It's horrible.
your hair,
Stress.
your hair evaporated in
Oh,
uni.
100%.
It was quick.
Yeah. 3 years, class.
Was it stressful to lose your hair that quickly?
Not really. I didn't really think about it a lot.
Mad. Because, like,
I had,
first
I had
year,
a great barber who looked after me.
first year
gonna say-
summer ball, you had a full head of hair. And I
Yes,
met you in your
exactly.
third year,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gone.
Actually, by the end of first year, it was already thinning.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I just committed to it. I don't think I'll
Do you know what? Yeah, but this guy is vibes, and I've always known him to be vibes. And the reason why I know him to be vibes is, do you remember the fucking waiting in line
Yeah.
for summer ball
I
tickets?
do.
Bro, we ended like just out of like a pure coincidence, happened to have been lining up next to each other, sat on some of the benches that the benches that they had outside of the SU, the park benches.
Yeah.
They put those in the line, so if you got there early enough, you could actually sit there, whereas everyone else had to then camp on the ground.
Right.
So at one point we were out here, yeah, just everyone's wrapped up warm and all types of shit, yeah. And I'm just thinking, bro, I'm freezing, yeah. And then he's like, bro, I'm cold too. It's like, hold on, I've got a heater. Wait, do we have any plugs? So we're just looking around, because we're by the wall outside the SU. Look right behind us. There's fucking plugs, yeah, or sockets to plug everything in. My man called who
Housemate
did you
was
call?
Katie.
Yeah, he called Katie, yeah, to come through, bring an extension,
And the
bring
heater.
a laptop, bring
Yeah.
a heater.
whole
Bro, we
thing.
were doing outdoor cinema.
It was amazing. It was
That's
also
a very
because
Viraj thing
because he
to
had
do.
the you had the 16-inch Mac at the time, right?
Yeah,
the big one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
old big one.
Yeah.
And we just ended up just watching movies on his thing. Like there was about 15 of us.
It's very on brand for Viraj to bring an external heater.
And I bought the fluffy throws.
Yes, yeah, bro. Blankets and all, bro. We were living comfy.
It was amazing.
Shout out Katie for bringing it along.
Right?
Facts.
Exactly.
What a guy.
Thankfully, she hadn't left.
What's Katie up to these days?
I have no idea. I've lost touch.
Really?
Yeah.
You live with her?
Yeah, I lived with her first year.
You don't have her on Instagram?
No,
Damn.
Oh.
I don't talk
just
to people I live with.
sometimes
but-
you just lose touch. I don't
I look her
really
up?
catch. I don't know her last name. Just Katie.
Was she fit? Was she fit?
I can't remember. I saw her for all of like 2 minutes.
Wait. Katie Taylor,
No,
who did...
no, that she went to my high school.
Oh,
talking
right,
about
yeah,
uni.
she's a nice girl. Yeah.
She studied psychology.
Yeah. We worked on a project together. She's a nice girl. I remember her. She's pretty as well. Shout out Katie.
His head's gone now. He's thinking about it in my face.
Yeah, she is very pretty.
You know what happens? It's
Yeah.
like RAM runs out in his head.
Oh,
It's
no,
like
bro,
he loses. He
bro,
doesn't have enough memory to
You,
keep going.
you straight up not responding right now. Fucking rainbow wheels going off.
Oh god, it's weird that because I work at the university we went to.
That must be a bit bizarre.
It is interesting to just see like the same things happening with new people. So
Like
first,
you know exactly what's going to
so
happen.
the first floor of the library is still like
Chaos.
a mating location,
As it should be,
right? The quiet section, there's still one prick who's talking,
of course.
right? If you walk around 10 p.m., if you're around the campus or if you're around late, you're going to run someone over by accident. It's chaos.
You know one thing.
Still a hellhole.
One thing these new kids will never understand though: the chaos that was Bedford Library.
Oh, God.
Fucking hell! You were there for that, were you?
First
Were you there?
year.
First year.
First year.
I tell my students that...
I wasn't in full
library.
swing for Bedford.
Bedford was nuts.
I tell my students that was a library and they don't believe me. It's like when you...
Oh, what is it now?
It's just like an office space, I think.
Oh,
They
what?
didn't knock it down.
No, it's still
They
there.
kept it.
Yeah, it's still
Do you
there.
think there's like stories like that for every single university campus?
Of course, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Well, Royal Holloway's a bit different because it's like, it's such a small community.
It's a microcosm for sure.
Like, it's a hotel, really. You're going to uni on a hotel,
Pretty much, yes, yeah.
you know? It's a beautiful campus. Like, I've been there for 10 years now, which is mad to say.
I was a bit
It's a
old.
significant part of your life.
2020, because I got, my first year of uni was 2015, so next year,
Will be 10 years, yeah.
10 years of being involved with that university, and I'm still in awe of the building. I look at it and I go, wow.
Oh, but it's honestly one of the most beautiful
Yeah.
buildings
Have you
in
been
the
back?
country. Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
There
I
are
think
some
the
people
last
that just
time I was
don't.
back was when me, Samir, and Ali went.
Ah, yeah.
So
it
it
gets
was like-
really nice.
So that was when was that? That was the day. Well, that was the day I got my car.
Yep.
Or that week ish. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, uni's a good time. Some of my happiest memories are at uni.
Facts.
What's the single most happiest memory you have at university?
It's hard to say.
There's a lot.
Oh,
of
you just
different
said you
happy
have
choices.
many
It's
happy
just
moments.
like I can't boil it down to one thing. It's
Okay,
just
so
the
give us a couple.
whole experience was just like it felt like an. Like
One
an
of
era
the
in my
funniest
life.
ones for me was summer blowout third year, and somehow I blagged my way onto the main stage, and everyone was looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing up there?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Honestly, I don't know." That was
Hilarious.
funny. I just, especially the SU, was just a playground for me. I just showed up and did what I
Yeah.
wanted within reason, of course.
SU parties are just house parties, really.
They're just, yeah.
Each other. It was good fun.
They're house parties with security guards
Yeah.
who are also students.
I know I'm aging now because if someone invited me to a club, I'll tell them to go F themselves.
I'm not that.
That's
there,
long.
yeah.
I'm not
Like
going
it's
to a
them ones. I would like because especially I haven't been clubbing in a while. Don't get me wrong, but if someone said you down, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Still in our 20s, man.
My idea of a good night these days
It's having
is
a wank and going to bed at 9.
100 in bed by 10:30, right? Maybe no gig that night. I'm just laying there. I'm balancing the laptop on my belly. I'm watching old reruns of like Modern Family or something, and I've got like Dorito crumbs all over my bed. What a beautiful evening that is.
To be fair, I do really enjoy just a night in bed,
Oh,
just playing
my days.
PlayStation. That is really where my head's at now.
I like laying in bed for so long. I feel tired.
Facts. No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I want to get
because
into
I'm
my
laying down
bed
so much.
at 5 p.m. and be bored of being lazy. That I have to go to bed.
Yeah. I'm exhausted.
Like I'm
from being
exhausted,
so
and
lazy.
all I've been doing is playing PlayStation.
When you're tired from doing nothing, that's the best feeling.
That's good sleep as well, you know.
Oh my days, you're just there, your muscles are like all cramped up because you haven't moved. Oh, it's beautiful. Like,
Alright, cool.
you're carrying a lot of water.
Muscles cramping up from not moving is something
Do you
I've
know
not
what, like,
experienced.
Phenomenal.
We have this yearly house party with my like sixth form boys that I went to school with, right?
Aw,
And we
Very
do it
nice.
for their birthdays. It's awesome. Like you should come down next time.
I'm not coming.
I don't think you would. If you're free, it's on a.
I'll back it because that sounds great.
It's
Like,
great.
Good.
It's really great fun. And like slowly over the years, it's got bigger and bigger and bigger, and like more people turn up from like different friendship groups. Yesterday it was
Why is it
slightly
lying?
different. What do you mean?
You're lying.
I'm not. I can show you the photos.
I've known you for years, Viraj.
It's the only one I go to. It's the one I don't
I'm
miss.
joking, I'm sure
it's
you're
the one I
telling
don't miss, right?
I'm sure.
because it's the one none of us miss. So it's guaranteed third quarter of the year or fourth quarter of the year. We are all 100% going to this.
I'm going to
thing,
make sure you
right?
miss it this year.
Nah,
Damn.
I've already gone. I've already been.
I'm going to lock you out.
But this year was slightly different. This year they were like, we're going to do a bit here, and then we're going to go to Brixton, and we're going to go to a bar. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not going to a bar. I can't do it. And then they were like, oh, but you don't have to pay to get in. It will be a really nice time. Think about it. You can park at mine. You can have a go. And I don't drink anymore, right? So I'm sitting there, like contemplating whether do I drive 13 minutes, knowing that I'll stay out another hour and a half, or do I just make my way home? I chose to make my way home.
Good choice.
But
I agree.
on the way home, the idea of having a dance and like just good vibes around you sounded amazing.
Having a dance.
Just vibing. Just like
Dances?
vibing to music.
Having a dance.
Yeah, just having a little jiggle.
To be fair, people didn't. Yeah, they didn't see the shimmy, did they?
little shimmy.
Having a little dance.
Little dance.
Recently divorced. I'm going to have a dance.
Having a little dance, a little fucking.
I'm
laser.
going out.
At tonight.
Have
Having
you
a little
seen
dance.
that guy?
Do you like
that got
having a little
into
dance, Viraj?
Hold on. Don't interrupt me. Have you seen that guy that got into an elevator on TikTok? Wearing all red, and the woman's filming him. She's like, who are you? And he goes, are you filming me? He goes, I'm the guy that just divorced my wife.
Oh, I've seen
I've
that.
seen that. Yeah.
What?
Legend.
Like, oh my god.
I'm calling it now. He didn't divorce his wife. He was drunk. His wife saw that and then divorced him.
You think?
100%.
Is that better than the video of the wife who went to go pick up his her drunk husband, yeah, and then she went to go up to him and tried to actually be like, alright, cool, come, let's go, and he was there the entire time. Sorry, I have a girlfriend.
My favourite one of those is when It's a British one. He comes through the door. She goes, "What time is this?" And he looks at the clock. And then he looks at her and goes, "It's time to go to work," and like walks out the door or something. It's so funny.
Actually, no. Can we actually go back to what you were saying before when because you said you were on the drive back. You were having FOMO, innit?
It wasn't FOMO. It was.
He's okay, describe
it was in a way. It was FOMO,
but it's FOMO.
It was a little bit of FOMO. But it's because I don't spend time with them and do that anymore, like I used to. For a period of time, I did, and I've spent so much time with them at school, late nights, like being at boarding school with them, not boarding though, and it's like I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything, but I also do feel that when next time I see them, they'll be able to talk about it, and I won't, and I'm like, I'm okay with that now.
You see, there's one thing I've never had in my life is FOMO. I'm so comfortable being at home. Yeah. It's me. With FOMO. PlayStation's at yard, bruv. And if I'm bored of the PlayStation, guess what? I got an Xbox 2, motherfucker.
Whenever I see you on FaceTime in your house, you're wearing a do-rag that matches your pajamas.
Yeah, it's got multiple do-rags.
Yep.
You're laying in bed, you're playing your PlayStation, and you look at peace with the world.
Bro, me at yard, I stay out of trouble. I don't spend money. What more could I ask for?
You're going to be buried with a PlayStation, innit?
I will make it happen.
Yeah.
I will make it happen. There will be absolutely no point to it, but why not?
Speaking of technology, can I read how AI insulted me?
Oh yeah, you got grilled by AI, didn't you?
Okay. So I got AI to roast my Instagram, and this is what it wrote. You've got 530 posts, 22.3 thousand followers, and still most of them are probably bots or your mum refreshing the page. I see she's quite the star of your reels too. Your content might be funny, but it's clear she's the real MVP here. It's like she's your unpaid intern, and let's be honest, she probably does more for your comedy career than you ever did for her as a child.
I was in the middle of replying to a text message, and I'm not going to lie, that spun me. What?
And then I told AI, roast yourself for roasting me. And this is what it wrote. Here I am, an AI trained on billions of sentences, using my fancy programming to roast a guy whose biggest life achievement is getting his mum to co-star in his Instagram reels. My job, roasting you, someone who's probably scrolling through my replies while eating leftover kebabs in bed. I'm basically the world's most advanced calculator, but instead of solving global issues, I'm out here trying to dunk on someone who labels themselves as a disgrace to the family as if it's a personal brand.
The funniest thing about that is, it is your brand as well.
That is such a good response.
So good, isn't it?
Honestly,
good.
Better than anything I could have ever thought.
Nah, ever.
Anything
ever.
I could have ever thought. You
and
know
the way that it must have come out, with the lines like this.
Yeah. You need to go find where the servers and that are hosted and burn the building down. Don't have it.
Unbelievable.
Don't have it. Why are you still saying it?
It's getting too strong.
They just released a new model.
My man said...
The reasoning model.
My man said, why are you wearing the disgrace to your family like a badge of achievement, you pussy?
Hang on. Should we speak to ChatGPT on the podcast?
Oh no. This is going to end badly, I feel.
Viraj, how can we...
It's the little bottom right-hand corner.
But how can I get it to speak back its response?
It should just open up and speak back.
I feel like this is what's going to get us banned.
So you do the start.
How do I do it? Do I press the earphones button?
Yeah.
The earphone button?
It's like watching an
It's the
old
little
man
button in the
figure out
right-hand
technology.
corner. The little button in the right-hand corner. A little speech icon.
I'm going to post photos on my Instagram. And I'm going to get it to roast me again.
Saying that though, if you wanted someone to roast your Instagram, all you had to do was let me know.
So what?
Tyler does a very good job at that.
Oh, I'm the biggest hater for my boys.
Tell it to roast my Instagram and put it next to the... next to the camera.
No one will hate you guys more than me. I'll let you know that for sure.
Let's hear what AI has to say.
Because realistically, if I don't hate you, who will?
Hang on. Let's see what it does.
The suspense is killing me. And also,
You didn't put it on the text model, the voice model.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you had to do.
come on, it's Muhsin. You think he was gonna know that you had to switch between the two?
It's a miracle I have the app.
I was gonna say you should be happy that he even knows how to unlock his phone.
It's thinking.
Put it next to the mic.
That sounds like quite the mashup of thoughts. Are you referencing a political situation or making a joke about voting and Merkel? If you're going for humor here, it sounds like you're mixing some witty randomness. Kind of like saying, hey, be grateful he voted at all, even if it's during Merkel's happy hour.
Wait, what's he talking about?
Let me know what you're going for, and we can fine tune
What
it.
Tyler just said. Please roast Muhsin Yesilada's Instagram via the photos that I've attached in the text box.
Put it next to the mic.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
This is how I know you're an old man. Don't know.
All right, Muhsin Yesilada, let's dive into these screenshots and see what your Instagram has got going on.
Oh, you press cancel.
How do I do it? You just hold it, man. I don't know why you gave it to me and I ruined it.
My head hurts now.
Yeah, I want to hear what it.
Please roast Muhsin Yesilada's Instagram via the screenshots that have been attached in the text box.
All right, Muhsin Yesilada, or should I say Muhsin Yesilado? Brace yourself, because I'm about to roast your Instagram harder than the kebabs you didn't help make. First off, let's talk about your content. Half of your Instagram is basically a live-streamed Turkish Cypriot family sitcom. You're out here like, look how nice Turkish Cypriot moms are to their sons. But, bro, it's clear you haven't taken out the trash since your mom retired from all she does. At this point, she's just happy you finally picked up a camera to do something productive, even if it's just filming her making fasulye. £1 for a comedy show. Bruh, top secret comedy club. More like underground secret, because I'm pretty sure not even your friends knew this was happening. It's so top secret, your mom had to buy all the tickets just so someone would show up. Muhsin's best show ever. I can't even. Your confidence is admirable. But I'm betting the kebab shop you filmed outside has better reviews. She's rolling spliffs, taking selfies, and apparently loves Princess Diana more than she loves you. Headliner here. Maybe you should be her opening act, because let's be honest, she's carrying the whole family's comedy credentials.
That bit
You
is
really
not
hit
true.
us with comedian ends racism too, huh? That's a bold claim for someone whose biggest punchline is how many kebabs you can eat in one sitting. Spoiler, it's not two
doesn't
kebabs
stop.
over hate. It's two kebabs over doing any real housework. And bro, 530 posts, that's dedication. But with 22.3K followers, I'm pretty sure most of those are just your cousins who were forced to hit follow because your mum wouldn't stop sending them your stand-up clips on WhatsApp. At the end of the day, Muhsin, you've got heart. But if I had to pick between your comedy and your mum's fasulye, you already know what I'm choosing.
Raw!
Burn the building down. Burn the building down now.
It's gone too far.
Burn the building down.
It's gone too far.
Nah, the cousin's line was nuts. ChatGPT just said you got bare cousins, G.
Bro, it gets racist, innit?
Your family tree long and strong, bro.
It gets racist, innit?
Oh, it was touching on racist at times there. It was like
That
it
was
really,
brilliant.
it
That was
really,
so
really
good.
stuck to the kebab metric.
Yeah, well, I used it like quite literally as a metric.
That is so good. Scary. It's a bit of a pussy hole. ChatGPT, if I see you outside, I'm gonna punch
That's
you on
not even the
face.
new one. The new one's even better.
Oh my god. How do I get the new one?
We don't have access to it in Europe yet.
Oh, why?
European laws.
I was
at the
going to
moment.
say EU laws, even though we had Brexit, so technically should not have.
Well, it's European UK laws. Kind of
Yeah.
get bundled.
I'm
into the
definitely
same
clipping
thing.
that. People need to hear that shit.
It was so good.
That was unbelievable.
I think we just have to stop there. Like, I'm just in shock.
I don't know what to say after that. I'm actually no. The cousins one really did actually make me feel offended.
That was powerful stuff.
That was some strength
Phenomenal.
there. Yeah.
Very impressive.
Do you know what do you think it could do a whole comedy show on crowd work?
I mean, it's getting there.
AI will reach a point where it can do stuff like that.
I'll tell you what.
If you gave it eyes, it was able to translate video in real time.
If it's hooked up to a camera and can scan the crowd, it will definitely sit there for an hour and cuss people out.
If people like gave intel about people in the audience before they came to the show,
Yeah.
and someone's in the computer loading it into ChatGPT,
It'll do a whole set. Yeah.
I hear Aiden's in the first row. Aiden works in a kebab shop, right? You can tell by the size of him. that would,
It can definitely do something
Yeah.
like that easily.
if if everyone had access to ChatGPT, then people can stick up, like, press their friends on it.
Now, how long before...
That's a good idea, you know.
I was about to say, how long before V tries to make a comedian AI app?
He's
He's ticking already.
He's
Look, did you
blink-
see the
he
little
hasn't
glint
blinked.
in his eye?
Yeah,
Look at
We'll
him.
talk. We'll talk.
Right, shall we wrap this up? I'm hungry.
I am also hungry.
Let's go eat.
After laughing at you and your 22,000 followers, and actually, no, sorry, cousins, I kind of need to eat.
That's so funny.
Fucking
22,000
rude, bro. Right, anyway, people's smoke session vibes, you know the deal. Muhsin.
Like, subscribe, go to the kebab shop and ask for Muhsin. See you later.
And if it's one of his 22k followers, wait, no, sorry, cousins. Tell him I said hi.